Hey guys, I'm Fancy, and you're watching.
God damn it, where'd it go? Where did it go?
First and foremost, before I start, I want.
Oh, I lost it. Damn it. Ah. I saw that, I'll use my other phone to find it. How is everybody?
They'll probably ban me for this, but I'll be back. Said that he's never going to get out because he didn't take the plea deal. But guys, what if he didn't take the plea deal? Because he probably shouldn't have taken the plea deal. There's enough reason.
Is she normal today?
To even wonder.
I've been busy today, you know.
Person or not.
But is she normal today?
You know, and
y'all, my notifications, I suck at it. I apologize. I'm apologizing in advance. No. Oh. Y'all, I don't know what's up with her. I really don't. I wish I did. But to me, like, Oh, man. So I know that she did lose a page or two, right? And like, I guess, I don't know. I don't really give a shit anymore. You know what I mean? But like, I understand how people could. It is so cold here. You know what it is though? I know. I saw that post on Reddit. You know what it is though? My mom lives by the bay, so it's real windy here. Oh man, it's so crazy, right? I feel like she wasn't like this when I found her. It is so windy here, guys. Like, How is everybody's day? I was trying to find it on my other phone so we could all listen together because, whew. But I find myself, like, you know, I think the credibility is shot. And I'm sorry.
They shut this live down. Right now, I currently have 1,000, so maybe I can.
Can I ask a question? Y'all, if I'm live for like an hour, I run out of shit to talk about. So, like, how is she live all day, every day? How? You know what I'm saying? And I find, like, I feel like if I get up at like 3 in the morning to pee, she's live. Which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Oh, I have a headache. Fancy.
Unhinged, except when I get unhinged from my friends. Because I can be unhinged for myself.
Oh, she's being hit right now.
All I want. But when
me
you mess
too.
With my family and my friends. That's when
she looks tired, y'all.
That's when mean doesn't get messy. That's when mean gets mean.
Did anybody see the live of the girls that used to work with her?
I've been protecting my friends for years. I came out the womb protecting.
Could be. It could be. Does she say she has?
Hold on.
Yeah, because they.
Let me do some homework.
And I could see, so I could see, right, I could see from the other side of things where like.
Oh, they removed my content, guys. Yeah.
Her pages are going to stay getting hit because Gypsy Rose has way too many people that are die hard right now.
And if you guys, I don't know how this works. I don't know how you guys can help out with getting it back.
So that's where I'm at with it.
My account, okay, but
right?
Here's the deal.
I feel like
account to be over 1,000.
I feel like once they ended that contract, but like if she worked for them, let's say she worked for them for 6 years, you didn't get anything done. You didn't get anything done. in 6 years?
Hold on.
I mean, if she's up live all day, every day, why isn't she getting shit done?
Here. Okay?
But she looks tired. No difference.
You'll bring more. We'll get more. I will build this every single time it falls. I don't need to make money on TikTok. I don't need to sell my little fucking thing.
I heard yesterday, though, I was listening to, like, her on a YouTube live.
Merchandise.
And I heard her say that fancy. And I heard her say she was going live on another page and it was somebody else's page that they couldn't find her to hit her.
Narrative of our network ever on
you joined it?
It is the Good Wives Network, and it was at
Good But she was saying, oh, there's 70 people in here. I'm not going to have my normal numbers. I think that's what she's doing it for. I'm just being honest.
I would like for you guys to see if there's any way you can report.
I think that she may have had credible information, but I think that her behavior has ruined that, honestly. That's just how I feel about it.
Speech rights, and you know what? That's what I'm going to have my lawyer work on. Holy fucking shit, I know what I'm going to have him work on. Hold on.
I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Did you guys hear that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you hear what I just said?
She looks tired, though. I don't know how she does it. I was just saying to somebody else, I'm like, dude, if I'm live for an hour, I'm out of things to talk about. So how this woman sits on live all day and all night, I'll never be able to understand. Wild. And like, here's the thing. So when they were talking, they had somebody in the box and they were talking about how the day that she passed, like the date was different, that like Nick didn't get there until the next day, I think. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, because it is. And I do think that it's interesting that there are different wounds. Like, I think that stuff like that is probably something to look into, right? For sure. However, the delivery is just done. And I didn't see that. I know you know this, but I didn't see that from her until after all the doxing and stuff happened. Right, exactly. And like,
I also have a Petri contact, and I upset her the other day. I'm sorry. Whatever.
But I think that if the family is saying leave us alone, that's what you should do.
I'm going to tell her. I'm waiting on my attorney. I have been talking with them since the
Do you think she has an attorney? Any attorney would tell her to shut her mouth. Hi. I know. I've been busy.
No.
I don't think so either, because they would tell her to shut up.
Emails that she sent and all that. You know what? Nah.
Right? I don't think so either. Because, like, any attorney would be like, what are you doing?
I'll be here today to talk about that.
You know what I mean?
Don't want to talk about Nick.
I think that she should, and it's really hard, because even if she wants to talk about Nick, right? You gotta talk about Gypsy as well. Like, they kind of go hand in hand.
Because for as long as I can, wherever I can.
But I did see yesterday, I think it was.
Any form, any way.
I saw a post on Reddit that Gypsy had posted on Facebook, actually.
At the end of the day, by silencing me, we're silencing Nick. I played a big part in that, whether you want to believe it or not.
But then I read an interview that Fancy did, I think, way back. And the way she defended Gypsy, I don't know, it's giving Scorn Lover, you know?
Major ones. I was even involved with the one that they put him into. Killer Couples, I think it is. That's the one that
she doesn't know what.
Yeah, I was working with that A&E producer to take Dawn to him.
And I do like Ryan, right? So it's like a catch-22 for me. Because can I support Ryan and not her?
Told me to put them out to make him look bad.
It's a difficult situation. I kind of, so one of the people, she did that live. I'm sorry. The people on her team did that live a few. I guess like a week ago. I was falling asleep to it yesterday. And they said that she used one of the girls as a guard dog. And that's what I think she's doing with Ryan now. But unfortunately, I really think Ryan has more credibility. Is Chickabon here?
And what he said to me was, I need to bring charges. So why did I come to TikTok? I need a lawyer. I have one that I'm working with.
You came to TikTok for a lawyer?
It goes well. But he already said that he's...
Oh my God, imagine Janet Braun.
And we can start working on Congress. Because there's lots of others.
Maybe she should work with Janet.
She watches everything I do. I don't watch anything she does. If it's on the...
Do you hear her?
I watch it so I can catch the lies. I do not watch it. In fact, I
Can you hear it?
On every... No, if I start a GoFundMe, then they'll start talking about that. That's why Patreon is the only way that I can figure out...
She's changed what statement? The lawyer?
The attorney that I'm working with today basically said this is going to be a very high-profile case, and so we're trying to work around that right now. The reason I haven't been able to sign papers with him yet is because he's got to get senior management to sign off of it, and he didn't know he had to.
Y'all.
Yes, Amy, she does have 2 POs, and I should call the one in fucking Missouri. And I think I might. Because at least they had the good sense to lock her ass up for 10 years.
What I don't agree with, I'll tell you right now, what I don't agree with is her telling, I think you got muted, filtered, short and heels. What I don't agree with is her telling people to contact her parole officer. That's a hard pass for me. For what? You're on you're on the internet talking about her. She can't defend herself.
This is fucking serious.
Woo, here we go, y'all.
Serious. This is serious. I'm being stalked by a person who thought the last person
Can you hear it?
who wanted her way is dead.
I agree.
To me. While behind bars. Her stupid little fucking monster.
She's throwing shit, y'all.
Ex-hats. Fucking assets. And then they have the audacity to say that I'm slandering them. Fuck yourselves.
Y'all, she's mad, man.
If I have a drinking problem.
Oh, she's getting hit. Sorry, that's not me. She's getting reported.
A drug problem. Do I need this?
Yeah, she's getting reported. This live's gonna go down.
I'm very well aware of my mental health, and
I can't. It is Gypsy Rose. It is Gypsy Rose's old publicist, right? She's gonna go down. I found her about like a month ago.
Me so I can shut up and talk about what I want to talk about. I'm fine, thank you, Queen of Darkness. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it.
So anyway, I found her about a month ago. Hi, how are you? Yeah, dude, she's. Whew. And
this is the one I wanted to read the other day.
The past like 2 or 3 weeks, so she did have somebody dox her and all kinds of crazy shit. But since then, it has been a nosedive of behavior.
This is Mahali's report. Okay? Please, guys, first of all, please.
And I know, I mean, I've been there, right? But Lord.
You can help Nick. You can help Rachel.
But Lord.
All the people that they've actually heard that have reasons to
so I think we were talking about that before you came in. I was like, is it because
just be me.
I was saying it was like 3 a.m. the other night, and like I fall asleep to lives like true crime lives and stuff, and it was she was live. It was like 3 a.m, right? And listen, if I'm live for an hour, I'm done. Like if it's not like something that I need to discuss, I am over it, right? This woman is live 20 hours a day, and I do not know how she does it.
They've got 30 days and 3 judges.
17 of those hours are spent in a nosedive,
which I have willingly said I will show up to for free.
And I just. But sure, when did you find her? Because was she like this when you found her? Because she wasn't like this when I first found her. And then Tay and I started talking about it. Because Tay was like, I don't know, something's up here. And then like I started paying more attention to it. And I was like, oh man.
That's the thing. It's not just me. She will not silence
and like,
she won't silence any of us.
It does kind of give Scorn's Lover vibes.
Putting the dots together. I can just give you the dots.
If you saw,
you know?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Okay, so it's not just me and like Tay doesn't think I'm crazy because when she first brought it to me, I was like, no, like she wasn't like that.
Who's in here?
She was kind of normal and seemed very credible, but at this point, you know, I don't know.
Here's the report from Hughes.
And then I found that Reddit thread, so I've been keeping up there.
what she thinks about.
I agree, right? And I don't know if you were here. I talked about it the other day where I was saying, like, I understand that people cannot always take being attacked or doxxed or videos made about you and people talking about you. I understand that that is not for everybody, right? However, Fancy, we're talking about Fancy. However, you can retreat, right? And she's not retreating. She's just full blown. I don't know.
Last night, though, she sent out this whole thing to her friends and family.
Right, it's gotten worse. It has absolutely gotten worse. It has absolutely gotten worse. And I just feel like if this were me, I would expect my friends to be like, Marg, put your fucking phone down. You know what I mean? Like, does nobody care enough that this woman is embarrassing herself on the internet?
Oh, guys, I gotta show
I agree.
you. Hey,
I agree.
Remember how she doesn't identify as a...
I agree. I do. But, like, I just feel like somebody should try to talk to her, you know? And I understand she's a grown woman, right? I get it. She's going to do what she's going to do regardless. I understand all that. However, I just feel like... that's what I'm saying. Like, the people around me better tell me, yo, get off live. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, so...
I can't imagine it, right? I can't imagine it. And it is unfortunate because in the beginning I did think, like, there's got to be some kind of mental health issue here, right? But at what point do you know that and not try to reel it in?
I sat with this family, and I understand the pain, the suffering, and one of the things I wanted to do was bring some...
Right, so I do like Ryan, right? And I do find... So here's what I noticed.
Because I wanted to understand how she could do this.
No.
And I found out that she didn't do
but, like,
this.
I do think that Ryan
a damn liar because I know
tries to handle her. You follow me? Like, but I think that she's clinged on to Ryan. I've heard pieces of it. I've heard, like, I'm sorry. She's, like, clinged on to Ryan, like, oh, I need Ryan, like...
Okay.
You got your emotional support chicken.
Guys, share this out. That's another way you can help you get the truth out there. Because
and like, to me,
she can't silence every single one of you.
All right, follow me for a minute, okay? I'm sorry, but like,
we allow her to.
I think that, right? Because for years she was doing press and defending Gypsy, right? She was abused and this and that and the other thing. Now she's totally flipped the script.
And maybe the DA. I don't know.
You don't acknowledge that you made a mistake, and so, like, either way, I feel like her credibility is waning, right? Because to me it looks like she's just upset that Gypsy is now making money, right? And she's not a part of it.
So that we could do it right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like to me. I'm not a professional, right?
If you don't like what I have to say, just listen, because...
If you don't like what I have to say, just listen.
Okay? But it's very complicated, and I've spent a lot of time...
But the Dan thing is super interesting, right? Because, like...
G.D. Blanchard, abuse does not... I don't want to swipe them, please.
If the...
Listen, I'm going to break it down right here, okay? You have to, if you want to look at Gypsy as a victim
if she did, Dee Dee did pass on the 9th, and Nick didn't get there till the 10th, and there are multiple different stab wounds that are different patterns, different, like, they came from different people, I think the Dan should be looked into. But why didn't the original defense attorney do that? Right? Reasonable doubt. That's the standard used in criminal jury trials. So why was the attorney not pushing and pushing and pushing Dan, right? Reasonable doubt. Why didn't they use that? That's what doesn't make sense to me. Because even a public defender, knowing that, yeah, but even if you have a bad attorney, right?
Somebody say what I need to do.
They understand the standard, right? So why didn't they do that? Hi, Temptress. Why didn't they do that? Because I would think that if it could be done, it would have been done.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Hold
Thank
on.
you. Obsessed. And that's
Damn it. Hold on.
Right, exactly.
I didn't know. I forgot.
Oh my
what you told
gosh.
me and I
Hi,
forgot.
April.
Damn.
How are you?
Thank you. Who else do I need to
mean-
make a mod, baby? Tell me right now.
I missed it. I'm sorry. Harmony Montgomery is so sad to me.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
I
on.
saw a few
No.
videos
Everyone
about it
stop.
and oh,
No.
here we go, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, she's being reported.
Everyone, stop.
Yeah, children cases really do something to me. Like
Viagra.
I really
Talk to me, please.
Viagra, talk to me. I really struggled with Gannon, right? I can't. It
Just stop
bothers
saying
me. It
anything,
hurts
guys,
my
about mommy.
heart.
Just one moment, please. Let my mod talk to me
She's
so I can actually see
losing
the
it.
comments. There's 457 people in here right now. Can you please keep tap.
She's being hit. Right. I can't.
Vi.
And like, can
Please
you
type in the chat
imagine?
who I need to make
I
a
know.
mod
Can
right
you
now.
imagine your boyfriend, significant other, husband, whatever, coming in and
Bitch what? Okay, bitch what?
and telling you
Bitch
that
what?
he did
Can you
that,
please
and you
comment?
don't like immediately leave and call the police? Like, oh yeah, no, never in a million years.
Okay,
So I
got
do
it.
see that as well,
Okay.
right? Because that's something that
Karma's got us. Comment.
I saw her first, right?
Don't
Because I
pin
was
it,
listening
because
to
when
her
it pin it,
live,
I can't
and the
tap it for
comments
some
were
reason.
really triggering her, right? Turn the comments off.
Hold on. Thank you.
Turn the
Hold
comments
on.
off. There are
Got
times
it.
where I've had to
Karma's got
block the
us.
comments
Thank
because
you.
I needed to
Next
get through
one.
something,
Fine,
and I
tell me
didn't
the
want to
next
be
one.
distracted
And have a
because the
comment.
comments can be distracting, and I understand that. So I would block the comments and just say what I needed to say, and then open it. You know what I'm saying? Lord, Jemana. Yeah, nope. But, so, like, come on. That's just an accessory at that point. I have a friend that did time for moving a body, right? And I can't,
Bitch what? Please comment.
I can't imagine taking part in something like that. You know what I mean? But she does. She looks high here, to be honest. So thank you, Sean Heels. I said that like the first time that I really heard her spiral, I was kind of reacting, like talking back to her, and that's what I thought it was. I was like, TikTok is a very different platform, right? Like you have people in and out, in and out. And if you're used to a different platform and then you come to TikTok, it is very different, right? But you have the control. Turn your comments off. Instead of embarrassing yourself, right? No, nobody. I guess I'm putting too much thought into it.
Matt, yes,
Right, zero, none. And it seems to be like a thing on these apps that I'm finding more and more. And I don't understand it.
Thank you.
It's just like an epidemic, like a
No,
non-self-aware
don't keep
epidemic.
commenting people. We know who we've already talked to.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
All right.
Me neither. And like you come.
It's none of your business because I got gorgeous nightmare. I know.
So like you come to
Is
this.
that it?
I don't think she should be idolized. I
Okay.
don't think she still did what she did. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I
Did
got
she
that.
do the
still
crime?
need none
Yes. However, did she do
is she
the
even in
time? Not in my opinion. Right? Not in my opinion.
I know who
Agree,
Bazinga is.
Shimano.
Please let me run my life. Thank you.
Agree.
Goodness.
I agree. But like,
Okay.
I do
that's
think
gonna
that
get us
people
there.
shouldn't idolize her. I do think that it's a dangerous precedent set for the children that are on these apps, right? I think that
Okay.
that's dangerous.
All right.
Right.
It
And
does.
then you
My
get to
YouTube
the
channel-
text messages where he was saying, do we have
Always
to?
list
Like
hack
he was
tips.
trying to
Always-
find a
that's why
way
I always do
out.
it over here so you can-
And that's another
Now,
thing that makes
just
me
watch
think
and hear
about
everything.
Dan,
It's a lot
right?
chaotic when we're
Because
on,
hi
TikTok.
Bev, how are
It moves extremely
you?
fast,
No, me
and
neither.
there's-
And
it's
I
huge
feel
because we've got
like
a huge following. Right now, like, there's
this is just my
482
opinion,
people in the
right?
chat,
And
that's
I
a very
know
small
it's
group for
not
us.
at the pop.
You should
Well,
hold
I
a
think it's
steady
changed
lead
now,
over
but
this
it's
list.
hi,
Hold
how
on.
are you? It's always been my
Bring me
opinion,
the list.
right? She shouldn't have a platform. She shouldn't be able to make money, right? But when you read the text threads between her and Nick, he didn't want to
Freeze
do
me?
it. And he was trying to find a way out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just leave. This, that, the other thing. And like, she stayed on it. So like, we get to this point where he is some type, you know, mentally diminished, right? Did she manipulate him? 1000%, right? However, him being an adult, I have a hard time there too, right? I personally feel like there is a million things that could have been done, before that, right? That's just my opinion. I feel like people are abused every single day, every day. And they don't take it to that. Yes.
Okay,
They don't take it to that level. So to put her on a pedestal, it is wild to me. It's wild to me. And I don't agree with it. I truly, honestly do not agree with it. Crimson, how's your brother
Guys, I
doing?
know this is always chaotic, but my lives are just like this because it's us working through all the different stories in this, and it helps me get them down.
Oh.
And it helps me with my book and my documentary. So I appreciate you guys working with me
Yo,
through that process.
I
All right,
can't.
hang on just a second, TikTok. I'll be right back.
I'm glad to hear it.
Mill.
Right. I know. I get it. I just feel, that's just my opinion. I also, like, but I also agree that this woman should not be antagonizing people to contact her parole officer. I don't think that that's right either. You know? Right. That too. That really, really bothers me. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Beth. Who? Fancy?
Gonna make for dinner, but I'm sure
I don't know how her family puts up with it, y'all.
All right.
Right, and that's the thing, right? Like, I feel like we're setting a really dangerous precedent by putting her on a pedestal, right? Because there's still a lot of people on these apps that are, I'll see you soon,
Let me take a moment and collect my thoughts.
not emotionally developed enough, and they may think that this is the way to fame, right? And unfortunately, in the society that we live in, right, people look up to that. They want that, right? Some people will go to any lengths to achieve that. I don't think that this is the way, y'all. Have a good day. You know what I mean? And I know that, like,
Let me start there.
I know that's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. But at the same time, I don't think that Gypsy should be sending her fans to report her either. You know what I mean? I don't agree with either side of it. And
You guys can watch this.
I know that, like, the tide has changed on social media, certainly more recently, right?
This is the post
I
made
just
about me and
can't.
Clayton Drew.
Yeah, she's been here. She's been keeping her circle small, you know? But that's just how I feel about it. I don't think that I don't think we should idolize that, right? That's just how I feel. She posted for people to report Fancy's pages, and I don't think that that's right either. However, you are telling people now to call her parole officer for what? Because she told people to report your page? I don't agree with that either. I think that both sides really are not
She has millions
perfect. You know what I'm saying? Amen, sweet Panda. You and me both, dude. You and me both. And like, I've never
social media is a weapon in this case from the day
I've never
one.
wanted
That's why I
that.
said
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm sure.
It was a
And that, but that's the sad thing, right? Is that we live in a society where I think that, I don't want to say like like people that are immature, right? They don't. I agree. I do agree. They don't differentiate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, isn't it?
And it's sad, but what? How can we? What do we do to fix it?
Her 9 million followers against my 20,000 and 60,000 on Facebook seem to somehow disturb her so much. I am the media.
I do agree with you. I don't see it. Hi, Papa. You want to come and Susie? Come on. He's trying to get up here.
Take it to the media. Yeah, I tried that respectfully, without the cuss words.
Dude, oh, this is nothing, Bob. This is nothing. She.
Okay.
Hi, Pop. What do you want? Come on. Come on. He's scared he's gonna overshoot it and go over my lap.
Lola wrote about her sister. I'd like to do that in a different time where I can be respectful to her sister.
Hi.
Because I was disrespecting Dee Dee and
Sorry.
her family so fucking
Oh,
hard.
no. Come on.
Look, are they good people?
You say hi?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. That's every fucking family across.
I think they think that they're mine now, guys. And this is what I deal with all day, all night, right?
And for somebody that she doesn't want vilified,
You said?
she wrote to me in an email, I don't want her to look like a monster. Bitch, you making her look like a fucking monster.
Oh, who was it?
You
Charlie is
loved
jealous.
her.
He just
She
walked away.
loved you.
But Papa
It was
will
a
legitimately
fucking
just
con. They all-
lick me to death.
Does that mean that
And
that
I
bitch deserved to
can't.
die
I don't
like
like
that? No.
Oh, she's about to lose it, y'all.
And if Nick did it the whole way, all the way, okay, whatever, he should be in prison, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But he should be somewhere, one, where he
I do agree
can
with that.
get help, and two, if so help
I
comes
do
to him,
agree with the
he
fact
could get out just like her.
that he
Because
should.
the second one
I
they
do agree
offered
with
him,
that.
I remember this now.
I do agree. Come
Come
on. Come on. Because, you know, my sister and I, we talked briefly because my uncle is coming here this weekend. And we're probably going to wind up selling the house, right? And I don't even know.
The first one was
I don't know,
30
dude.
years to
I
life.
don't know.
30
I don't know. I have no I have no answer for it.
with possibility of parole.
But she's being reported.
But then it was 30 years with possibility of parole, and that changed the
I
game.
don't know.
But he still turned it down because Nick kept saying to his dad and everybody else
So-
in his letters and everything.
you were
he
here
thought
when we
he could
talked
leave
about that
and he could
yesterday,
take it to the
right?
Supreme Court. He thought
What
if
I
he
didn't
wanted, he
know,
could take it to the Supreme
how about
Court and
this?
win.
What I didn't know
Because you know what?
is that my sister, because
You
she
know
went
what?
to New
Yes,
York
it's
on
freezing because of my
Friday,
internet.
right?
It's okay. You know what?
My sister said
Guys,
something
here's the thing.
about it, and my aunt
has a
was
Supreme
not
Court
hearing
right to
it.
take this
So
to
I
the
guess
Supreme
that's
Court.
what we're gonna do because
If
I'm
these
not
people
doing
will
it.
stop
I'm not
fucking
doing
lying
it. Like,
and trying
it should
to
be
silence the
enough
truth
that
from
that's
coming
not
out
what
that
my
was
mother
even
wanted,
silenced
and
from
it
his
shouldn't
own
be a
trial,
discussion, right?
Which is why I call
That's
it
how I feel about
DA,
it.
in my opinion.
That's how I feel about it. I don't think that it should be a discussion at all. Like, my mother did not want that. My mother wanted to be cremated. And I am of the mind that that's the end of the story, right?
Hold on.
My sister said she said something because when my sister went to New York on Friday, she brought the urns, the small urns that we got for like the other family members.
Okay. He has,
And she said, you know, I don't want to put her in the
He has
mausoleum.
absolutely 100%
And she said, I think that she'd want to be with their brother and their mother.
And we need to get him there.
But
I do
that's
believe,
not
just
what
like my
she
civil
wanted.
rights,
That's not what
wait,
she
life is good.
wanted.
Can you please speak up? I'm going to go ahead and mod you.
You know, and
Okay?
it's
30 to life is not a big
frustrating.
deal.
I actually
30,
texted Riots and
30,
because I couldn't remember
if he really did it,
what
he
the
would have
person in
deserved,
this chat
you know,
said
85%,
when I
but
brought
he
it up.
said-
They were like, oh, just give them this. And I couldn't remember what they said it was. So I was listening to my live from yesterday and I was trying,
said-
hi, Nikki. I was trying to remember, but I didn't remember. And I texted Riots. I said, do you want a chance to remember what they said to use? And she was like, just use some kind of clay, I think she said. I forget.
So I don't say it because I get sidetracked. But please watch.
So what I did talk to my mother about is if she wanted to be combined with
Follow all the
her
links in the
husband, with the
fucking
kid's
chat that
dad. And she never gave me an answer, but we do have both of them.
that my people get
Cat
you.
litter,
Lots of
clay
people are pushing.
cat litter. I gotta screenshot that because I won't remember later. But and
Lots of
I
people are
was
pushing
I
this
didn't
story right
know
now,
when
not
we
just-
had that discussion that my sister had already brought it up to her, right? So I was like, when I saw her this
Rachel,
morning, I said, "Did you talk to her
Ryan,
on Friday
you know,
about
all
you
of
know
us
not
talk
putting
about
her in the
this, that we're supporting
mausoleum?"
what we're doing here.
And she said,
If they
"Yeah,
don't
she
support
didn't
us
want to
in what
hear
we're
me. She
doing
shut
here,
me
and they're
down."
talking
And I
about
was like,
somebody
"Well,
else's
then
life,
I
they're
guess
talking shit about
we're
us,
just
and
gonna
they
give
don't
it to
get
them
paid
and
about
tell
us.
them that
I
it's
don't give a shit
mommy."
what they do, okay? No, I'm not restarting the
Maybe
live.
I'll
I did
tell
the
them
last time I
after the
checked.
fact
Thank
because
you,
I
Mike.
do
It's good. I
feel
got you.
bad,
There
but
you are.
that's not what she wanted
There you are.
at all.
Hold on. And you guys, the reason we're only bringing in certain moderators is
She
just
looks
because
tired,
right
y'all.
now the team is closing and as closely as possible.
Shut
due to
up.
what the different things that are happening, so it is only
That's
through
another
Ryan and
problem.
the team
Listen, y'all,
that
like,
decisions are made
I
about those
really-
types of things right now. I do.
Like, I don't
I'm
know
involved
what
with
the
every fucking
answer
thing. It doesn't mean I
is
give up
as
control
far
of my
as
company. It
like
doesn't mean Ryan
the
runs me.
mass
Ryan and my
shootings,
team
you
are
know,
working
and
hard
I
with me
think
and
that
helping me to stay focused and on
something's
track.
got to be done though.
My mind
You
is
know,
a real
like
mess.
it's too much. It is
Drove me to
way
madness.
too
At least I didn't
much.
tip
At this
over the edge.
point,
I
like
think I'm coming back.
it's not right.
Hey guys,
You know what I
we're just
mean?
talking about Nick today.
And I
Nick
understand
today,
like acts of
and
terrorism. But I understand that that's something different and it's something out of our control. It's not something that we could really help. I don't really, but there needs to be some type of gun reform. And I understand that people are going to get guns no matter what, right? But there's got to, we have to do something. Like, and I can't even imagine, like, I don't know what the solution looks like, right?
Questions, my mods.
But it's not even like a discussion.
Red River, can you please take notes
That's
of
crazy to
questions that have
me.
been asked that I may not be covering?
You know what I'm saying? And I find it strange that like
today, I'm just trying to get through.
That the country, the politicians can't come up with a solution.
How long I'll actually get to be live.
And don't get me wrong, I don't know what that is. I don't know what the solution is.
You guys don't
I just feel like I do agree with that. I do think that there shouldn't be assault rifles, 1000%. I do. But if you think about it, like even if you take the assault rifles away, people will just use regular guns, right? So like, I don't know, but I do think that it's crazy that that it's like it's too common, right? It is way too common. Oh really? Florida's permitless carry now. I was actually debating getting one when I go back, because I may need one. Hi, Christy. How are you? I do think that is another problem, right? But the one that we had in Maine in October, that guy was a gun instructor that had like a mental health stay, right? And like, let's just take restraining orders, for instance, right? If my ex tried to get a gun, he would be denied because of that order, right? Why did that guy still have his weapons?
Do your fucking homework.
I know. I've been so busy, guys. Like, so busy. And then I was out all day. I kind of just got in. Back, kitty. And I figured I would come live for an hour just to get it out of the way. That way, like, I don't have much left to do. Hi, bad boy. What are you doing? This cat just walks around screaming all day, all night. Come here, back cat. He was running around screaming last night, and I called him, and he came running into the bedroom and, like, jumped on me. And he's a big cat, y'all. He's a big cat. And now Papa and Charlie are gonna fight.
I can write really good. I can think.
Can't wait to go back to Florida, y'all. I can't wait to go back to Florida. This is what I deal with all day. All day. And at night, it gets even worse. No, quit it. Because Papa, I can't, no, I don't. And I love animals, right? But like, Papa is a jerk off when it comes to, he grabs like Charlie's stuffed animal and then he'll like flaunt it around the house, right? And this is what it causes, right? And like you could give Papa his and he will still do the same thing. You got to see my sister's room. It's like a whole, what's the word? She's got like a bunch of reptiles in there.
And can we stop asking again if she married her
You know what I'm saying?
husband? Okay.
I'm good with Finn. I'm good with Finn. I do worry though that Finn is gonna be lonely once I go back, because
if you want that kind of
she's
content,
been
go somewhere else. That's not me.
here for a while, you know, with other animals, and like she kind of does her own thing and like hides away. You know what I mean? And I do feel bad for her at night because she wants to. She's always slept with me. But she tries to come in there and Papa like chases her away. I really don't worry about Charlie catching her because she is fast. Like Charlie can't catch her. but Papa could catch her. So I do worry about that a little bit, but
I want to finish on with
I worry that she's gonna be lonely once I go back. And I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Pathological cases
I can't wait.
This make this my thing because I started a whole non-fucking profit for it. Hold on, my husband's talking to me.
Y'all, she's losing it. Right. I don't know what these people are talking about. I have been slacking on my notifications so bad, guys. Like, and I'm usually pretty good at it, but I just not lately.
Hold on,
you know.
Guys. So what
not
you're
lately.
watching is the
And I was out all
behind the
day,
scenes
so
of
now
documentary,
I figured I'd come live for an hour, get it out of the way, because I think I'm still
podcast
really
and
behind.
everything
And then
that
I'll
they
get to work with the
They're
other
not
thing.
supposed to have this huge
I do need to do my hair because I've been slacking on that too.
yes, that's
And I gotta go to
it's never
CVS to
happened,
pick up the meds. Cause
this because they weaponize
I need
social
those
media in
meds. That's a fact. How are you guys? What are you doing today,
such
Chrissy?
a way. They weaponize social media in such a way. In a way that has never been done before. And my friend told me, my dear friend who does call me April, which nobody else has a right to do so, thank you very much, and if you do, I will be suing you if you continue to do so.
Y'all.
I'm not just threatening you. That's not threats. I'm threatening
You
legal
can't sue
action
somebody
against
for
people who are
calling you
doing
your
things to
real
me that
name.
need to be taken to court and may or may not be breaking the law. That's all in my opinion, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes and only. Bitches, thanks.
Yeah, I dropped him off a little bit ago, and there was a long wait.
Sperm donor. Kim, I like that one.
I can't wait.
Kim from YouTube.
Oh, you're
Thank
good.
you, Kim from YouTube. She said that Rod is a known sperm
Right,
donor.
what is she
I
talking
say
about?
bad things about them.
Right, and now
God.
that's exactly what's gonna happen,
Man, I try to
Panda.
hold back. You don't hear what I say to my family about them. Let me tell
But you
Well,
can't
let's start
sue
here,
somebody
though,
for
real quick,
calling
'cause
you
they don't
your
like me doing
legal
this, so here I
name.
am. All right.
It's your
I'd also
name.
like to tell you. Let me start a little story.
I know
about
she
Nick and his
is.
mother
I know
real
she
quick
is.
Before I get to this.
But she looks tired, right? No, don't do that because we need you to get into the private page.
Relationship. I think she and his father had a complicated relationship, and out of that, Nick had a complicated life. He was caught once at McDonald's, where he spent a lot of time, hours on end.
Do you know that
videos,
she
and I
says
imagine
that she's
since he
got
was
150
constantly in contact
IQ
with
from
her,
a Facebook quiz?
Okay.
Like that's where she got that number from.
Something. My theory is he was caught watching her, manipulating him into murdering her mother. And I gotta say stupid words because TikTok's watching, because the babies over here get offended when we say real words. YouTube. And
So
Facebook,
does she
right?
understand that TikTok now has like an AI that picks up or no?
Okay.
Clearly not.
Because it's Valentine's Day. Okay.
Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah, it's not against her parole. It is against her parole.
See?
But it's not against her parole for her to talk about him. It's against her parole to contact him. Yeah. Okay. I'm not
So
taking
you want to
anybody
take
in the
bets on
box,
how
guys,
long
so
it is
don't
until
hit the box or
Gypsy's
anything.
divorced?
Okay, so listen.
Or is that like mean?
So I believe they have a very, very complicated relationship. And the reason I started going so hard on Beast, and one of the reasons I wanted that picture,
right? Soon, right? You think she's got the lawyer drawn up the papers already? Because it's not going to last. It's just not.
That's the beauty of the Beast picture, and she calls them switched. We feel the same way, honey.
Did you hear the Littles conversation?
And it's from the Little community, which was interesting to Ryan and I. We talked a whole lot about that. She has.
Did you hear her go on this whole spiel about how they were in the Little community? Gypsy was a member of the Little community.
That at all. When I say the gig was up in 2009, this ain't an abuse case. The gig was up in 2009, and this is not an abuse case. Somebody make that into some sort of hashtag. Gig was up 2009, not an abuse case. I don't want it to be long. Make it catchy. Somebody make that a thing. Thank you. So I can use them and send them to my team so that I can get these hashtags that you guys are creating, because we really need to get the word out there. Okay?
That is weird that she removed it though. That just means that they're being lost.
It's on our YouTube channel.
But why remove it? I didn't.
In 2009.
I've been like super busy. But this is craziness.
Pop and Sounds, please grab that comment, somebody, and make sure I see that later because I want to look into that. Okay. And then I never met the woman I never speak to. She didn't speak to me.
What
She
up?
wouldn't talk to anybody.
What are you doing?
She wouldn't talk to anybody. She does not talk to anybody. She never did
But you know what? So did they scrap? Sorry, Charlie.
Wanted it to be quiet.
Did they scrap the show?
Particularly careful.
Is that why she pulled it?
Because at the time I had bad intel. And I can talk all about the bad intel and how that played into him.
I know that she removed it. I figured that they put it on hold. Oh, I don't know how to do
You
that.
can see the real heartbreak in Stephanie's eyes. In that
Bro, this
interview.
woman is like...
Because if you watch the videos of Nick when he was younger that are out there all over the place.
I could
Out there
sign
all
for
over
you.
the place.
You want sign language?
Are out there all over the place.
This is crazy, guys. Like, she's... Are you guys watching her? Because she's quite... She looks like she's nodding.
He had a psychotic break at
I spoke to you
13 and
already.
It's horrible.
Thank you.
Tragedy in all of this.
They
That
do,
girl
they
didn't
do.
take one life.
And I'll
She
tell you
took
what, when I'm in the
She's trying to
bedroom
take
and
one by
Papa's in
silencing
there, he
everyone.
barks and it echoes
God knows what
in my
she's
head.
going to do.
Thank you, Harvey.
How many things people do you think
Nobody. It's
have to die
nobody.
for her? Because someone somewhere, and if you haven't watched Ryan's PSA,
Enough.
I'm about to do another because I know that there is an absolute, and y'all over
Fancy.
on Facebook know his name and know who I'm talking about, that would unalive me for her. Straight up do it. I'm not saying she'd ask him to. I'm saying that he would and do it for her because it's mob mentality. But let's get back to Stephanie. In her interview, she says...
I don't
Sweet
dispute
boy.
the fact that she has access to things
She
that
says-
others may not.
He wouldn't hurt a...
I really don't. However,
says he wouldn't hurt a fly.
credibility is shot.
She says that he would...
She's being hit though because she's freezing like a motherfucker.
He was
Oh,
so
fuck!
mad
I just
when
went
he
in.
met with her. He was so mad when
My
he
bad.
met with her and she didn't know.
You know, like when you're watching from the door and you click it, and I but because I'm live here, it boots me.
Very, very sweet about it. After that moment, I do not believe...
But she's being reported. So, type it in the chat for him,
she's now in
Tay.
heaven because she overdosed.
Even if I fancy.
After her boy getting
Gypsy
sent to
Rose
prison
is
for
old
life
published.
in
I
prison
know. He's slacking. He's slacking. Slacking.
without the possibility of parole.
Oh, is he life without parole? I don't even know what he was sentenced to.
When at very least he should be life in prison with the possibility of parole. Okay.
I don't know that that's right either, guys.
Possibility of
I
parole.
just don't.
Because some stupid fucking lawyers and a little fucking
Who she
vixen-
is. He
I've
can't
called her
hear
a
me.
siren. I'm going to call her a siren. That's what she is from now on, siren. And siren,
A siren.
possibly a corrupt DA.
Corrupt
And possibly
DA.
another guy made sure that they got him on deliberation. And this is all going to tie in.
Oh my lord, she's gone now, y'all. She's talking about like jury tampering.
Hughes, who I loved
Oh,
very
no.
much. I think she's a great lady. I thought she was hilarious.
No, baby. No.
Lady, I thought she was hilarious.
No. Is she talking about jury
But, I
tampering?
think she's great. And she had a really interesting perspective.
No.
It's on our
Oh
YouTube.
man.
About
That's
Miss
bad.
Gypsy Rose, and she was actually a first responder as well, so she knows what was going on when it was happening. I also had a first responder.
Tay just
from
told you.
Waukesha. Please, if somebody knows the first responder from Waukesha,
Oh, I
she
could
wanted
text
to
it
come
to you.
and talk
I'll
with
send it
us,
to you.
Please get her.
Oh, my phone was going nuts, huh? Hold on. Gypsy Rose. I'm texting you now. Why can't I type, dude? Sorry, I texted it to you.
Yeah, it's all about to come out.
Yeah, what?
This is going to be a huge story. My lawyer said so. This is going to be very high profile.
That's me today.
Your story, my story, Rachel's story.
Yo, today's been...
Thank you, Mariska.
I'm trying to keep myself busy. You know what I mean?
I know it's been talking a long time today, but this is kind of important.
Dude, she looks high.
There's lots of people that have the story.
She take pain meds?
All of it. I need the neighbors. I've talked to them before, but they were very not wanting to help. But there's a lot of story there. There's a lot more to uncover if we ever want to know the whole truth and nothing but the truth of this. I mean, we're not going to get a whole thing, but we might get really close.
That's a fucking mouthful.
Especially if Nicholas talks.
She's being reported. She's being reported bad. I'm surprised it's that. Yo, I can't. Oh, you know what?
So,
let's do my favorite thing of the day. We'll do it together. How's that? So yeah, she might want to take the mental health meds that she needs. You know what I mean? Let's do my favorite thing today, which I absolutely adore. It makes me feel very good, much better about myself. Reading Jessica Kent's comments on Facebook. Pew! Instantly makes you feel better about your life, y'all. I promise you. Oof. Ready? Sorry, girl. You just aren't the lady we were rooting for. That's a rough one. If somebody else... Closest thing to an... So she posted a video touring Joliet prison, right? Somebody commented, closest thing to an actual prison that you've experienced, right? And I'm telling you, I know it's bad. However, she doesn't run her Facebook group. Her Facebook, it's ran by like somebody that posts the content, and Paycheck is one of her biggest paychecks. Facebook is one of her biggest paychecks right now, and these comments are brutal sometimes, y'all. Brutal. And I'm just like, well, thank God. It could be worse, y'all. I could be dealing with that. This goddamn dog. She went to the gas station to get food because she had pregnancy cravings. See, that blows her story out of the water. She didn't know she was pregnant. She even states in the arrest report that I, Jessica Forrester, is pregnant. I challenge y'all to prove me different. Remember, the devil is a lie. And people are dropping the link to her Reddit on, oh my God. Y'all, somebody commented and said, you will always have my support. Despite all the negativity you're receiving, you managed to stay strong. Ready for this? Hell yeah, it takes a brave man to defend a proven snitch and narcissistic liar just like her. Truly brave. That's rough. Right, but that's... You did steal from him. Right. Oh, it's bad, y'all. It's bad. Stop getting high. It's bad. It's bad. Still a snitch, right? It's bad over here, I'm telling you. And listen, I personally don't know why lie about it. Like, why does it matter if you were shackled to the bed when you gave birth or after birth or whatever? That's a blatant lie. And you know what I did notice while I was going through, I'm still not done, almost done, but going through like her old videos, right? She never mentions that lawsuit, right? So I know that I touched on it in the video that I posted that was like a short summary of like where I was going. There was a woman, Shauna. There's like a whole shit ton of information about her on the internet. Unshackling Shauna or something like that. She is a woman that gave birth in the same prison, okay? Hi, Shell. And in 2008. So she was shackled to the bed. She wound up getting like problems from that, right? She sued Arkansas, right? That then went to the Supreme Court, okay, of Arkansas. And they found that it was against cruel and unusual punishment, okay? The article that I found was written in November of 2010, okay? And it states that there hadn't been a pregnant woman, that they do use restraints during labor. However, there has to be some type of extenuating circumstances, and that a pregnant woman hadn't been shackled in at least 2 years. So if that was written in 2010, that means that a pregnant woman hadn't been shackled since 2008. So how was she shackled in 2012? How was she shackled in 2012, right? And here's what I find weird, is that she does mention other lawsuits when it comes to Arkansas and the Department of Corrections, okay? Why does she never mention that? Why does she never mention that? Things that make you go, right? Because she mentions there are several other lawsuits that, right, no, never. Like, I do not understand, obviously because of HIPAA, nobody's ever going to know the truth, right? I know Tracy, I believe, let me rephrase, I believe Tracy spoke to a correction officer, and that corrections officer said that they didn't do that. Hi, Charlene. Or a hospital employee, something like that, to that effect, right? But why has she never mentioned, if that is so close to her story, right? Why did she never mention it on her channel? Never, not one time. Oh, okay, have a good day. Why was it never mentioned? There are other lawsuits that she discusses with the Department of Corrections, but not that. Not that. It's crazy, right? I noticed that, I think it was yesterday. I feel like it might have been yesterday. No. It had to be the day before. But it is a rabbit hole and a half, y'all. Like, so much. So, obviously, and that's another thing too, right? Different states are going to have different protocol, right? And here's what I have, like, blows my mind, right? Not being shackled doesn't take away from the fact that you still had a baby while incarcerated, right? You still got out of prison and walked that line to get facts, to get that baby back, right? You already have a unique story to tell. Why add that? Why? I can't wrap my head around it, right? And then you come to the, she said that she found out that she was pregnant in county jail, right? Anytime I've gone to jail, they pregnancy test you immediately. So she would have known immediately. However, in her arrest report, it states that she said she was pregnant. Which is weird, right? And then instead of just saying, you're right, y'all, like, I apologize, I told these stories for whatever reason you have, right? She says, I can't remember what I said at 4:30 in the morning 11 years ago, but you remember every other bit of the story? Not that you were pregnant? Now, I don't know about y'all, but I remember exactly when, where, how, like, both times I found out I was pregnant. So, I don't know. I just have a really hard time with it. I really do. And I'm finding that it's things that, like, why lie about the time you did, right? Why? And still to this day, she was supposed to pull a FOIA on the time that she did in New York. No. That's wild. But like, so there's, I think it's like 357 days and then like maybe 2 months in county. I'm not sure. But I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Let me back up. I think it was 14 or 15 months total, right? Then if you add all these parole violations, which if you had a PINS petition, which I happen to know about, right? If you had a PINS petition, you have like, New York has what's called PINS, right? Persons in need of, supervision. And it's almost, it's for minors, right? And it's almost like probation for minors, right? So when you do violate, there are consequences as if you're on probation. So I can understand, getting in trouble and going to have to do some time in jail, right? What I don't understand is she said she got her first felony at 17. I screen recorded it. I think it was yesterday. I know. I'm almost done now. And none of it is it. So, right, similar, right? So, like, if you are a CNA in New York, you have to be 18 to be licensed as a CNA, okay? No, it's Jessica Kent. So, you have to be licensed to be a CNA in New York. You have to be 18, I'm sorry, to be licensed as a CNA in New York, okay? There would be an adult record of time served, period, right? Then you come to the CI document, which it's mind-blowing that she literally proves the legitimacy of that document out of her own mouth. It's crazy, guys. It is crazy. But like, why continue to lie once you're caught? That's what I will never in my life understand. Why lie about it? It doesn't make any sense to me. But it is a rabbit hole. And it's keeping me super busy. So, it is what it is. So, T, I'll be honest. I couldn't see it before, okay? I couldn't see it before. And I used to like her. I used to watch her, right? I stopped supporting when she tried to pass off that water drug test to CPS. Girl, we all know. Every addict knows what they're looking at, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I unsubbed at that point, right? I did join her Reddit, and I watched for a long time. Just, whatever. I never commented. I just read, kept up. And then her boyfriend posted a video threatening to dox people, their kids, and all this crazy shit. And I was like, all right, we're not going to do that. We're not going to threaten a sub with 5,000 people in it. And I still sat on it, right? And I just watched and, followed along. I think that it's clear that there is some type of active addiction there. I know that alcohol is an issue for her, and I think that I hope she does the right thing. And I like to leave kids off the table, but I think it's dangerous what she's doing. I know, Shell, it's wild. Yeah, I'm almost done. Where did you go?
I went to the coffee shop.
Oh, I would have had you pick up my script at CVS.
You should have told me. Well, there was a cop behind me, so I was rushing home. When there's a cop behind me.
Oh, God.
You have to open this.
I hate the dogs barking constantly. It's when I'm on live, it gives a glare.
What? You don't love it?
No. Because it glares in the camera.
I went to the coffee shop, and then I went to the Acme. You know why? Because I'm going to try and make chili.
Oh, good.
And I bought yeast because then I'm going to try and make bread.
Isn't there a crock pot here?
I don't need a crock pot.
Why? Make it a crock pot.
I could, but it takes 4 hours. And I'm hungry now.
So does he. So does he, dude. It is so annoying. And when I'm in the bedroom and like, cause they sleep with me, and when I'm in the bedroom,
Valentine's Day.
Papa is barking, and it literally echoes and goes through my brain. And he barks at people he knows. Like, you know who this is. Why are you barking at them?
Yeah, I got yeast.
I don't know anything about it.
Me neither, but
all right, y'all, I'm going to hop off and try to get some work done. But I hope everybody has a good day.
It's Valentine's Day.
And I will see y'all soon. Oh, I got a text.